Welcome back. We are here with Josephine and her family. And the important things going on is that Josephine needs to get to level 10 of her career, and then Griffin needs to age up. So, if you just saw on the screen a little interlude, I guess, is that the option to get money if you get married in 7 days came up. So, as we know, Josephine is non committal, and she has plenty of money, but we always want more money because we are building up money for this legacy. And so we accept, and she isn't planning on being married for very long at all, but just enough to get that money. So she invites over the father of her first child, which is Father Winter, I think. Yeah, because he's Santa Claus. So anyway, Father Winter, here he is, and we are going to get her relationship with him back up a little higher and get him to marry her so that she can get that money. Also, I hear he has a lot of money, so we are happy to take it from him. So his son, Griffin, goes to greet him, and then we send Josephine out to go do her thing. There is a reason that all of the Sims fall for her. So she is starting by getting her friendship up and really just chit chatting, stargazing, all of the usual friendship interactions before we go in for the flirty interactions. And actually, it was harder than I thought it was going to be to increase stats with him. I wonder if there is something about him being an NPC that made it harder, but it was, slow going to increase those stats. But she is also tense because she wants to get married to get that money. Last time we got 6,000 simoleons, so we're hoping for more than that. But first, she has to snag herself a spouse. And since they already knew each other pretty well, we are choosing him. As you know from watching this, most of her, I guess, baby daddies were one night stands, so she didn't really work on her relationships with them. So, no matter who we chose, we were going to have to do some work, and because of that, we chose the guy we know has the most money. So she is starting with the flirty interactions. They are friendly with each other now, so she can do that and start, blowing kisses and all that, telling him he is very handsome in his blue outfit. And they are going to keep going. Of course, Try for a Baby becomes available again, but we are not having any more children for Josephine. She is all done. She's about to become an adult, and she just wants to finish her career aspiration and move along. But first, she needs him to become her husband. So we start with asking him to be her boyfriend. And of course, she hates that because she's non-committal. She's also single and loving it. So that is a problem. But that's okay because it's not going to last very long. So they woohoo, which, gets the romance up high really fast, and move right on to the proposal. Not too hard. Of course, the Sims glitched right here, so they just got stuck, and I had to reset them. So that'll happen in a second when I realize that nothing is happening. So we reset her, we reset him. He's also very uncomfortable because he is an old man and we did just woohoo in the shower. So, got to get that stamina up. So she proposes to him, and as you know, Josephine is irresistible, so he says yes. And they elope right there outside of the bathroom because we are really only marrying him for the money. So they have a nice little ceremony all by themselves. And then we get, I think it was like 14,000 simoleons from the pop-up there. Yep, see the 14,000 come in. And then we got 500,000 just from him. So Honestly, we should have thought about this sooner because that is a great way to make money. Although I'm not sure who becomes Father Winter now. So we'll see what happens during the next Winterfest. But also, why is he happy about just having had a baby? That doesn't make any sense because his children are very grown up. Maybe he had other children with other people. That is a good point. I didn't even check his family tree. I should make a note to check his family tree, and we will find out whether he has had children with other people or not. Not that it really matters because Josephine isn't a jealous sim, and also she actually doesn't really care about him, but out of my curiosity. So we have him bake a cake for the younger kid's birthday while everyone is at school and work because he doesn't have a job. But also, Josephine is at the tippy top here. She is ready for her promotion, so we are really excited about that because that is the last thing that she needs to do. And instead of waiting around for the kids to come home, I am sending for the two youngest, the twins, Colin and Wells, and they are going to have their birthdays. So Colin is up first. Also, he is a vampire because his father was a vampire. So that is really exciting, and look at how handsome he is. So that was a fun thing. And then we call home Wells so he can also have his birthday. And we just randomize their traits and aspirations. So we're not really too concerned about them. There is Wells, and he is wearing an orange hat. Anyway, I thought I would test out something by having Colin suck on Wells' blood, plasma, whatever. So seeing if they would do that, and they did, and he asked if he could, and he did say yes, but they seem to have some kind of negative moodlet for each other, negative sentiment for each other afterwards. And look at him. The teenagers, when they're in moods, are so hilarious looking the way they walk. But now everyone else is home. Also, Josephine got her final promotion, although I was a little confused here because what came up was what seemed to be another level of the career. But I did some research online and it seems that level 10 is the highest. So I guess that's what we're going with. It was very confusing. I was thinking about that I'd have to get her up again, but I don't, the internet said no. Also, the internet's a liar because I don't know, was it 2 videos ago? I looked up the name of the jungle adventure town and it was wrong. Google lied to me, said it was Salvadora, but it's Salvadorada, and I just don't know the answer. Honestly, I'm not even convinced I know which one it really is, and we will find out when we go there. So there's that. So the next thing I thought about was how are we going to get rid of Father Winter? Of course, Josephine could just divorce him, but that's no fun. So I was thinking of looking up in MCCC, do I have any cheats available to me? I can lightning strike a random sim, but also that doesn't actually help me because it's random. So not really sure about that, but I am just looking for an answer here. How can we get rid of him? I want to kill him now because Josephine wants to keep all his money, and if they just divorced and moved him out, you know, in real life, potentially he would take his money with him. So we're not going to let that happen. And since he's an elder, there are things that we can do to cause him discomfort and then cause him to, become very uncomfortable and pass away. Unfortunately, because he is Father Winter, he has some protections on him. So what I end up having to do is remove the Father Winter buff from his character, and only then can we actually do things. So like you see right here, we've had him exercise so many times, but he never has the push the limits interaction. He's never worried about not exercising as much. So we definitely have a problem there. So we are working with, actually, did it just say he could push the limits? I don't know. Anyway, I looked it up and it is hard to kill him, which is our problem because he will live forever. I mean, he's immortal, and we are not happy with that. So we are going to use our magic powers to remove the Father Winter trait from him. And also we are going to remove all of his positive buffs after that using MCCC. I was looking for some evidence of those things, but really didn't know for sure. So we went into MCCC and I had to remember again where the buffs lived in this menu. There is so much stuff in this mod, and I mean, it's great, and I love that there's so much stuff, but sometimes I get a little lost in the menu. So we find them, and we are going to remove everything that makes him happy. So I'm just scrolling through right now, and at the bottom are the moodlets. So if you do have this mod and you want to remove a moodlet, they're at the bottom here. And I wish that I had known that when we were struggling with Nathan in the last video because that was rough. We could have just removed the buff that made him sad. So we will remember that for the future. So I'm just removing anything that makes him feel good, including, just getting married and having a child and all that stuff. So now we are going to woohoo in the shower again. And Josephine is happy to attempted murder here. So they do that. And, it doesn't really work that well. So we go again. And I mean, even though he's very uncomfortable, he's happy to do it. So then they have a bad woohoo, and it's like, why is the woohoo bad? Oh no. There he goes. Goodbye, Father Winter. Hopefully someone will take your place to deliver presents. And the Grim Reaper is just a little cloud of black smoke. Okay. So here we go. He's all gone. Everyone's very sad about it. Honestly, I thought that Josephine would be a little happier because she has a single and loving it and non-committal trait. So I thought that now that she's not married, she would be happier. But she is pretty sad. So here we use our new trick that we learned on Griffin to take away the buff that is making him sad because his father just died. So that is very sad for him. But now he is happy because we made him forget all about it. And his birthday is coming up, so we are going to find a cake and then throw him a birthday party. So I thought that a fun idea might be to have a pool party because his girlfriend is a mermaid. So we are going to, right here, make an event. We are going to put the cake in his inventory so he can take it with him to the pool. So there is that. And we are going to invite pretty much everyone he knows, except, you know what? I cannot remember for the life of me how we got that girl down the bottom to hate him. I have no idea. And I'm so curious, like so insanely curious. I want to know what happened there because they just hate each other. And I couldn't tell you why. That is really interesting to me that I totally missed it. It must be something that happened at school or something. So I am sending them all to go swimming together. And I don't know why. You can see her mermaid top there, but I don't know how to get her fins. And she gets in the pool without it too. Are mermaids only mermaids in salt water? I feel like that's something I should know. I don't play mermaids that often, but these people are doing really fast laps. So it's good exercise. The next thing I do is look for a place to put the cake, which of course is really hard to find. I don't know why so many lots don't just have a counter or a table or something in them. But I try to put it on the bar and that doesn't work. And I just am trying all over the place. So we'll skip ahead to when I actually find a place, which seems to be the employee break room, which he cannot get into, but it's the only place in the whole lot that has a counter. So I just teleport him in so he can have his little birthday party all by himself while everyone else enjoys the pool. I did not know that there was a bar here, so I didn't hire a mixologist, and I'm a little bummed that I didn't because I feel like they would have used it. But we give him the active trait and then um, bring the cake back downstairs so people can enjoy cake and have them continue to enjoy the party. So there are lots of people enjoying the party, and there's a blue alien person over there. Wonder if she's a distant relative. But we just have him work on his Talk Like a Pirate Day with his girlfriend Zara, and they just enjoy each other's company a little bit. He's really in love with her. They're childhood sweethearts. Well, teenage sweethearts. And they just really enjoy each other's company. And I guess maybe he doesn't know she's a mermaid still, but he proposes to her here at the pool on his birthday. And she says yes. Now, I did have MCCC, my settings set so that teens and adults could be in relationships. And I didn't set that for any weird reasons, though it could come in handy in like a royalty legacy thing. But um, I just kept it because I feel like when one sim ages up and they're already dating, it's kind of annoying that all of a sudden they can't be romantic with each other. Also, I thought I turned teen pregnancy off, but apparently I didn't. That is not a problem yet. Could be a problem in our future. But the birthday party is over, and so everyone is headed home. So we are officially done with Josephine's generation, and we are going to move Griffin out of the house and steal all their money. So, goodbye, Josephine. It was nice spending time with you, and we're moving on to Generation 6, which is our first time in a new neighborhood, which is also really exciting. We are also going to move Zara in with Griffin and take all her parents' money. So we are doing that. Wow, Kaylee looks weird in that picture. But we are going to upload them to the gallery. So these are available to you. And if want to, all of the Sims that I work with are in the gallery, all of the ones that I created. So not all of the total families are, but all of so like Callie is, Anya is, so all of our important main heirs, matriarchs, patriarchs are on the gallery. So we are going to move them into this slot. And then just a housekeeping thing that I do might not be so interesting to you guys, but I do go back to the two parents' houses and I just give them a mother load and give them 50,000 simoleons because I feel like they need it because the Sims will not earn money on their own. They will just have 0 simoleons until the day they die now. So I don't really like that. I wish that playability wise, story wise, they would continue to make money, but they don't. So I just give them some and then we, um, move on with the next generation. Also, that is good because if they do pass on, we can get some inheritance. So that is just a little housekeeping slash story consistency thing that I do. So next time we will be building Griffin's house and also then playing his life. So that is it for now, and I will catch you guys in the next one.